Is this thing on? Alrighty. Um, Welcome to You're Not Alone. This is tape 7. Um, on October 12th, on a nice Thursday, 11:46 p.m. Almost the next day. Where'd you start today? I don't know. Let's start where today's my ex's birthday. Yeah, today's my ex's birthday. You know, it's a tough one. It's a weird day not celebrating with her. I've been with her for, 5 years, We had our hiccups and stuff like that, but, is what it is. It's part of life, you gotta keep going. You can't stop because time doesn't stop, so you can't stop. But yeah, it's my ex's birthday. It's weird not talking to her. Yeah, man, it's weird not seeing the person you love on their special day, especially when, usually you try to make a big deal out of it and, do as much as you can. But yeah, love is love. What is really love if you really think about it? I think love comes in, different types of love. Like you have a different love for your family, you have a different love for your friends, you have a different love for the person you want to be with, so I think that's, a different type of love, so it's like hard to explain, not really hard to explain, really, it's like, for example, my life, right, obviously these tapes, I want to be honest and open, to show everyone that, this tapes, this zone or space, whatever, it's like a safe zone, like you're able to express, how you are without judgment. So, to be honest, I think I am very respectful, to everyone. I think I try not to just disrespect anyone. I try to always show good manners, I try not to insult people, but, I guess throughout my years of living, I tend to get with, good amount of girls, in my part, and, sometimes it was like I went out, it's a one-time thing, it happens, when you get older, I think, that happens. Sometimes, it was just, chatting a little bit, got to know them a little bit, and then, things didn't work out. I think I've been in only really 3, I guess, serious relationships, in my life. Before middle school, I think you can't really count those. I just feel like you're just too young, and I'm not saying, you don't have feelings. I'm just talking about, like, having, like, a real relationship. Like, I feel like you guys, like, people, like, at that age, you don't have so much going on, like, life is more simple at that age, compared to, like, when you get older. So, like, I feel like, being in a relationship then is not as serious as when you get into high school or, college or after that, like, I'm not saying, like, your feelings don't matter or you don't have feelings. I'm not saying that, like, people that start at middle school or whatever or before that and then they stay together, I'm not saying that that's not a relationship. That is a relationship that just grows into it. I think when you get older, when you hit a certain age, that's when it starts counting as, like, a serious relationship, um, but um but yeah, so I feel, in my opinion, my first one was, a high school. When I was in high school as a freshman, I dated a senior, and I think it was more like like, first relationship. My parents didn't really like how she was older than me and stuff like that. So, like, it was like they didn't really want me to be with her. So, like, I kind of, like, I don't really like to be controlled or, like, not like I'm not saying not give me advice, but, like, I don't like being told what to do. Like, feel like I don't like to be controlled. I don't like to say, like you have to do this. Like I like you to give me an opinion and like say why. I don't want you to be like you have to do this. Like that's it. I don't like being controlled. So I felt like during that situation I was getting like trying to get controlled by my parents, and I was dating her, and I had feelings for her, and like she was um like I was going off kind of like a little breakup in a way from like middle schoolish. So like I was like, like me personally, I like to be in a little bit in a relationship. I'm like weird. I like it and I don't like it. I think I do like. I'm a very lonely person. Like I don't like to be alone. So I think I like having company. With me. Like having that like being able to text someone all the time and like talk to them and hang out with them and like be able to have, because like you can't always be around your family and friends, and they always are doing other things, so, and they have their own lives, so like when you're in a relationship you kind of like share a life in a way. So yeah, so I dated her a little bit for like throughout the year. I felt cool. Obviously, I was a freshman dating a senior. It was, she was driving a car, driving me around, blah blah blah. But you know, is what it is. It didn't work out. She was going to college. I didn't really think there was going to be a future. So my sophomore year hit, and I was messing around, blah blah blah. And then my junior year hit, and I started dating like the middle school crush again that I had, and like we were like more like friends, if that makes sense. Like we were like really good friends and stuff like that. And yeah, like I found her attractive, and I cared for her a lot and loved her in a way, but like it was more like I think like growing up, I started realizing it was more like a friendship type of love. Like we knew a lot about each other. We were friends for so long before then, so it was like so, we started dating. It was good, every relationship has their rough patches, stuff like that. And then, I went to college to go play my sport. And like going to college, like I said in the past videos, like I didn't really experience, like I did experience like fun times and stuff like that. I did hang out with my friends, but I didn't really go like to their parties. I didn't like really hang out a lot. I was very busy, you know, practicing pretty much, and like with school and stuff like that. So going to college, I don't have like my parents on top of me. It's kind of like I'm kind of like out of the cage in a way, and like I had fun, my freshman year, and things didn't work out. The distance, I never really wanted to come back to visit. So it is what it is. I kind of knew that it wasn't gonna last, and I really thought going like when me and that ex from high school broke up, I really thought I was gonna not like have a girlfriend at all. Like I really thought like, oh, like I'm not gonna have a girlfriend after like during college. Like I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna have fun, focus on my sport, enjoy my friends. That's it. Like in my head, that was like my decision. Like that was final. Like I was messing around. I had girls that wanted to be serious with me, and I just told them no. I got with them, and I was like, no, 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 I don't want anything serious, blah blah blah. And then my sophomore year hit, and one day, we're in the cafeteria, and where we eat, food and stuff like that. And as a team, we always sit together. So we sit as a team, blah blah blah. And like my friends pointed out to the table, was like, yo, who's those two girls? And I was like, we all looked, and I knew one of them because like one of them came to like a pregame we had in the beginning of the year. And I was like, oh crap, I know one of them. And I saw like she was with a friend, and I thought the friend was very cute. So trying to be like not like a showboat, but like try to show like my friends like you can't be scared to go up to people. Even though it's funny, I don't really have confidence, and naturally I'm shy, so I really try hard to mask that. And I think I use in my head, I feel like my friends come to me a lot, and like try to talk to me, and like I try to be there a lot for them. So I think I put that and try to mask like my insecurities, with like that, like, oh, like I have to be brave for them in a way, if that makes sense, when I'm in front of them. So I went up with my friend, and we started talking to them. I got the girl's number, and we were having like a little like event, like a party event. I think it was called Cuff and Chug. Pretty sure it was. And we invited them, blah blah blah. So they came, and I started kissing the girl that I got the number. We were talking, we were having a good time, but during that time, I was not really good with my drinking, so I got a little bit too drunk and I knocked out. So I knocked out, and the next day, I was like, oh, I woke up, I was like, what the hell happened, blah, 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 because, and, I found out this girl, I guess, kissed two of my friends, and I was like, okay, like, I knew it was college, I didn't really think of too much about it, because, even though, like, I found her attractive, I was like, whatever, like in my head, like I told you, like, I'm not, I was, in my head, I was like, I don't want to be in a relationship, I don't want to be, you know, um, taken, blah, 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 like, I just want to be single. So I was like, I don't care, I was doing my thing, I was getting with people, blah, blah, blah. So, but for some reason, I just kept on talking to this girl, kept talking to her. The semester was going, I was talking to her a little bit, blah, blah, blah. And, throughout this time, I was getting with people, and I was getting with one person a little bit more than usual. And she was very cool. I think she brought out a little bit of more of like the bad side. Like she liked to drink a lot more and stuff like that, and like party a lot. So like that like personality, like I feed off personality a little bit. So like I, you know, I kind of like guided or slide to or like went towards that in a way, more. Um, but I was getting with that person a little bit more. So like, and like I knew that person was catching feelings, but I knew I didn't want. I kept on telling, like I said, I kept on telling, everyone I don't want to be in a relationship, blah blah blah. But this one girl that I met in the cafeteria, we kept on talking, blah blah blah. We started hanging out a little bit. The semester ended, and we kept on talking throughout the break, blah blah blah. And then the next semester hit, started, and we started hanging out, and it was funny, because during college, one of my friends, me and him used to like kind of like go to like friends a little bit and like talk to them. Like me and him as a team go and try to hang out with girls and stuff like that, and get with girls. So at that time, he was kind of like talking to her friend and like I guess getting with her. So at this point, like I don't know, I think I started realizing that I kind of want to be with her. Before like we started really like getting more serious point and stuff like that. Is like one time we're like we went over to like me and my friend went over to their dorm, blah blah blah, and like we're just all hanging out, and like the other two fell asleep, and literally like me and her just started talking. We talked about like our past, every like personal stuff, life. We just started talking, and we were talking for hours, and it was just nice, and I was like, and usually like sometimes like I don't know if it's a bad thing or whatever, but sometimes like you know if I'm getting with someone and after like we're done getting with someone, usually I don't want to I just don't want to talk, like I don't want to like give my energy to that, and I don't want to seem like in a bad way, but like obviously like I'm not like so bad, like I don't want to like was it called not like make them think like I want something more, because I'm scared that like I feel like personally like when you like do like the not the, like the naughty stuff with someone, you do like you like talk to someone, you want to be around them, without that you want to do like fun little activities and stuff like that, that's like you start like that shows like you want to be with someone, in my eyes. Everyone has their own opinion, but yeah, so I started, digging her, blah blah blah. But during this time, we were both, getting with other people, and and like I was scared to commit, and like she noticed that, so like she was trying to get me jealous and getting with people in front of me, and that kind of like pissed me off. Even though I was getting with people too, but I didn't want to do it in front of her, so or show her because I didn't like that. So like we kept having like this battle, blah blah blah, and then at a certain point she was like she was like, we can't get with any, like, tell me, like, are you done getting with people, because like we can't be doing this anymore. And I decided at that point, yeah, like we can, like, I guess this phase that like people say, like the talking phase, like the exclusive phase, like you're not like dating, but like you're pretty much dating without the title. So we started doing that, and then and like she was waiting for me to ask her out, and the semester ended, and I had great times with her. We had like fun events, blah blah blah. um Sometimes we had little fights because of my drinking and stuff like that. And then the semester ended, and she she was a little bit worried that we're not going to talk anymore, blah blah blah, like we're going to drift apart because we didn't live in the same state, blah blah blah. But I think it was the opposite. We hung out a lot in the summer. We kept in touch. It was good. And then I asked her out during the summer, and then we started dating. And we're dating. We're very good. And I don't have the best trust issues. So like when I was getting drunk, I was like nervous that she was gonna like start getting with people and like leave me. And like, and the thing is, like, I really don't think I love myself. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if how to explain it, because I don't think I can love myself, and I don't know if people can love themselves in a way. Like I would love to someone explain to me how can you love yourself, but I think I don't, because I don't. I just feel like I always disappoint myself and disappoint others, and I'm not good enough in life. So I think negatively about me. So obviously that affects the relationships and stuff like that. So at this point, we're dating, most of the time we're good, we're very lovey dovey, we're doing everything together. It was great. I was really happy, like, it was like I felt like I was in love, like love for the first time, really. Like we did everything together. We were doing event, like different, sorry, different, oh my gosh. We're doing different activities together. We're like, started doing like what's the thing called? Like a bucket list, like listen things. We started watching shows. Like I'm a big movie and TV show guy, so like I started showing her like different movies, like the classics and stuff like that. And then we started watching shows together. You know, spending a lot of time together, making memories. And I don't know why my work phone just ran, but that was weird. It's late. Maybe it's a junk text. But what did I say? But yeah, but we're really good. I felt good, but sometimes when I got too drunk, I wasn't really controlling my liquor because I was dealing with a lot of personal issues and self issues, and sometimes I was burning out on her. And one of the times, um, I think one of the days that kind of affected us was we were in a little fight and stuff like that. And then the next day we all went out because like her friends were became friends with my friends, so like we always all did shit together and went out together. So one time we went out, and like she was pissed off at me, so she didn't talk to me the whole night. And I was like, God damn it. And the night was, I'm usually, out of my friend group, I'm the one that plans stuff and stuff, and and like says what we're doing tonight. And they look at me, for the fun plans. So I so that night was, it wasn't like a really fun night. So she just left with like my friends, and so like other, like her friends, and and some of my friends that were younger, because she's younger than me. and and then I was pissed off, blah blah blah. And then I went to go to her, and and like she was with my friend for my team, his like roommates that were not part of the team, that like no one was friends with, and he's not friends with him anymore because like he's a snake. um and my girl's my ex's friend. So I came in, and I was like, I wanted to talk to you, and privately, because I don't like, the thing is with me, I like when like there's an issue, I like to talk privately. I don't want to talk in public because then people start butting in, and I don't like that. I don't like people butting in when they don't know the full story, when they don't know what's going on. Like, it's my business. Like, if me and someone else is having an argument, I don't want someone else to come in. Because like they're not gonna help the issue. It's between us in my eyes. I don't like people butting in things. So um so obviously, at this point, I'm being honest. I wasn't like, obviously I drank that night, but I wasn't drunk. Like, I wasn't like, obviously if you drink a little bit, you're a little bit drunk, but I wasn't drunk. You know what I mean? Like, stupid drunk. Like, I don't remember. The thing is, I wanted to talk to her, and then my friend and his roommate, that that's a snake. They like were butting in, like, oh, relax, relax. I was telling him, listen, I'm relaxed. Like, I don't know what you guys doing. I want to talk to my girlfriend privately, you know, like, that's it. Like, and then like they started getting in my face, and then I started getting mad and heated, and I had anger issues. Like, I was dealing with my anger issues at this time, so like I was like very hot headed. So I reacted and I burst out of things, and I said stupid stuff to them, and I think because my ex's friend was really close friends with me. I was really close friends with me, and then that day we got kind of like, I said some things, and we just because I was so pissed off about everything and how like my friends were treating me, because literally like I just wanted to talk to my girl, and literally like I finally got her to come out of the dorm to talk privately, and then my friend called my girl back, and my girlfriend went back to the room, and then my friend closed the door on me. So I flipped out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are you doing? So like I started saying shit, and I started saying like secrets. I was pissed off, man. I was really pissed, and hurt, because I don't like that. I wouldn't do that to someone, And I'm very loyal, so I wouldn't do that to my friend, And I got really pissed with him, and he said sorry, and I said sorry about that. Um, and we made amends and shit like that. It was a stupid time, because he acted really stupid with that guy, with his other friend. I don't know why, but like his personality changed when sometimes that friend personality changes when he's around certain people. My personality stays the same always. Um, but after that, kind of like affected my relationship more than I think it had to do, because my ex's friend started like not liking me, and she controlled my ex a lot, like in the friendship, and my literally my ex used to cry when her friend was like upset at her. Like, it just made no sense to me. Like, literally bawl out, cry, like was like having panic attacks with they were upset. I'm like, you don't get like this upset when we're in an argument. Like, why do you care so much? Like, she's not gonna, like, if she stops being your friend for literally no reason, like, she's not a good friend. But people don't listen, obviously. So that kind of like affected things, and like um literally like my ex broke up with me literally like twice throughout in college for literally no reason, because of stupid fights, and like just for no reason. And literally one was on my 21st like during my 21st birthday, for literally no reason. And like she said she apologized for that, but like it was just like stupid breakups for no reason. And obviously when you do like stupid things like that and like break up things, I'm not really good with breakups. So like I literally go back and like just mess around, and like I get drunk and mess around at that time. So I didn't really control myself, and I was like, just fuck it. So I was like, fuck it. So so um so obviously that kind of runs straight into our relationship, but then we finally got back to the things. We obviously no relationship is perfect. There are always going to be fights. Like, nothing good in life is easy. Anything good in life is going to take hard work, and relationship is if you want a good relationship, you need to bust your ass on it, and it's not going to be easy. There's going to be fights, there's going to be arguments, there's going to be disagreements. Like, that's it, you know? And that's part of life, and you just got to deal with it. And so I really felt we were in a good place. It was my senior year. My alcohol like my drinking and everything like that got better. Like I wasn't my anger got better. So I was doing therapy. It was a better place. Blah blah blah. I was making good times. We were making good memories. Obviously we got into sometimes little arguments, but I was getting better with like saying stupid stuff, like accusing her things, blah blah blah. When I was drunk, saying stupid shit like, "Oh, you don't love me," or "You want other guys." So I was not doing that. So I thought we were in a good place, and then you know, I graduated. We, I, I literally planned like I said, I'm the planner. So I literally, and this during COVID, so I literally planned a whole vacation for my friends, like her friend group that was with us too, and my friend group, some of my friend group, to go to Bahamas. All inclusive. Like I've set everything up, getting the best deal, everything, blah blah blah. I literally paid for my trip and her trip, right? We went to Bahamas. Everyone had a good time. Obviously we couldn't do everything because of COVID, but everyone had a great time. We're doing good. It was summer. We came back. We're enjoying the rest of the summer. We're having a good summer, and then she went back to school, and I started working. Now with my family business with um, in another job, and we started working. Obviously, I was thinking about. I really was. I was really in a happy place. Like I was like, I'm happy. I don't want anyone else. I'm not thinking about anyone else. I just want to be with her. So I was in my head. I was like, oh, maybe I start thinking about saving up for her rent. Maybe after she gets out of college, because she was younger than me. She comes, lives with me. Um, either at my parents or we get our own place. Or something. Like I started like thinking like of future steps. Like really like let's start getting this ball moving. In my head. So literally like I literally like she went back to school, and I literally noticed that she was not acting the same. Like when you're with someone for so long, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be anyone. When you know someone like really good, when they're acting different. And I just knew she was acting different. I was like, what's going on? Like you're not talking to me the same. You like, and I told her all the time. Like I always tell her, like it's not like I was like, oh, you're not like it's not like I was trying to keep her away from her friends. Like I always told her like hang out, enjoy. Like it's your senior year, go like have fun. I was not like, oh, stay inside, just talk to me. Like I'm not there, so no, I was not like that. But the thing is, like when she did talk to me, it felt like a job. Like she was just clocking in, clocking out, and she knows she was doing that. And she wouldn't tell me, blah blah blah. And then randomly, she texted me a breakup text. She texted me a breakup text and blocks me on everything. Like, blocks me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, this is not like you don't break up with someone like that. You don't like, after like all these years, blah, blah, blah. So, and it was messed up too because it was right by her birthday. And I was planning to do something nice, like her 21st, like it was her 21st, and obviously COVID was like done, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy us a party bus. We go to the casino. We do different because like she's like she's the youngest of her friend group, so like she was gonna be the last one to like turn 21. It was a big deal, and like everyone had like I helped out with all her friends, like you know obviously throughout the years, like buy them shit, help out with the parties, invite them everywhere, get them in places, blah blah blah. So and I obviously helped them with their birthday parties, got DJs to come to their like a house for them, it is what it is. So but I wanted to just do something different. I didn't want to do like the same thing. So I was like, listen, let's do something different. Like no one went to like there's casinos by where we went to school, and I was like, hey, let's go to the casino. We got party bus. We stay at the hotel. We have fun, blah, blah, blah. I paid for the whole party bus for us to get back and forth. Like it would be a good time. She was like, oh, yeah, yeah. She was like, yeah, 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 yeah. All this bullshit. And literally, like, before her birthday, she sent me that text. I was like, all right, bad. She blocks me. I was like, I'm heartbroken. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, my whole life just, like, changed. Like, my whole, like, future plans got erased. Like, it was like a curveball. And obviously, when her birthday happened, she did my plan that I told her, but it was whatever. And during that time, I was in a really bad place, really bad. I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. I felt like shit. I was home. I was at my parents because I was after college, and I didn't have the apartment yet. And I was trying to put like a fake face on, and I was not in a good place. I was so depressed, and literally like I was so like sorry. I was such in a bad place. Like literally like not sleeping. I couldn't even sleep because like me and her like used to sleep on FaceTime together, and like I was so used to it. And I'm like, and and she was just gone, out of nowhere. So she and like literally like a piece of me literally died. Like I still don't feel the the same way. Like the same me. Like I think I got a little bit colder, if that makes sense. Like I swear, like I still feel like since then, like I definitely got colder inside, 100%. Um, and um, and literally like I was not sleeping so bad that like I was driving to my job and I was like dozing off behind the wheel and it was bad. Literally like I was driving the company's car once and literally like no joke I dozed off. No one knows about this. My ex knows about this only, and I think only one other person. I literally like dozed off for a second and I was doing like a turn and I dozed off and I drove off like I was on a highway doing like that little turn and there's like the grass area over there, where like sometimes there's like trees and stuff like that, like the grass patch. So I was doing a turn. I guess I dozed off for a second. I kept instead of turning, I kept on going straight. I drove off the road onto the grass bar. And I literally like opened my eyes and hit the brakes. And no joke, I was not wearing a seatbelt too. Um, Usually I don't wear it. Really, it's bad. I always wear seatbelts. I'm doing better with that. Especially nowadays, all these cars are always beeping when you don't wear seatbelts. But I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and I literally, no joke, literally like 2 inches or 1 inch from like the tree trunk, literally, like so close. Like it was like one of the scariest moments of my life. I literally like I don't know if there's like other universes where I hit it, but it was crazy and like, but then obviously my ex was coming back. She started coming back to me, blah blah blah. But when she was coming back, she was hiding from her friends that she was coming back to me. She wasn't telling anyone, and that felt really shitty. Like she was lying to them when they were hanging out with me, and her friends was telling her like, why are you doing that? Like we know, like I don't know why, and then I started realizing that her best friend that I was used to be best friends with too, that like hated me, was telling her like all this bad shit and telling her not to be with me, blah blah blah, for no reason, and I didn't do anything, and I helped her get her boyfriend that was my friend and talk to him because he didn't want to date and he was waiting for so long, and I kept on telling him you should date her, blah blah blah. They're broken up. That's a whole other story, but already, and I feel bad for him too. But yeah, like so she started coming back, but like she was not coming back, and I was so pissed off about everything, and then it got worse how like she didn't she came back, but like she didn't really come back because she was hiding it from me, and I just felt so embarrassed and like she was ashamed of me and so downgraded. And during this time, like I was so pissed off. I wasn't dating her, but like she was coming back and we started trying to like fix things. But like I was so pissed off how she was acting, hiding me, blah blah blah. And I was getting with people, and like I was just so over it. I was like, like I said, I got colder. Like I lost all trust. I don't really trust Easy at all. I don't trust anyone at all. I don't even trust myself, I think. And I trusted her with everything. I told her everything, and she used to, and what's funny, she said lies to me on social media and stupid TikTok and stuff like that during the breakup about bullshit, and it just really fucking hurt me because I would never do that. Like even if I hated my ex, I would never do that. So whatever. So we got past that part obviously, and we started getting better, but like we're like it was like good, then really bad, boom, boom, and then I moved to the apartment into one of the cities. Obviously, I'm not telling you the city, but and we um yeah, we were like, when we were with each other, it was good, but then at a certain point, we just started always fighting about bullshit. Like, we both didn't trust each other. I was really busy with work. Like, she was still in school, and at this time, because she did a fifth year and she didn't really have that much school, so she had like a little bit more time than usual. So I think she thought like I had a lot of time and like I was working. She didn't realize I couldn't be on my phone all the time. On top of her, I was tired from after work. And at this time I was working with the business, so like that the business is like when you have your own business, it's 24/7. Even maybe the hours or not, but like you're always thinking about it. It's always scary. You can lose everything at any time, at any moment. Having your own thing. So yeah, so we started fighting a lot and blah blah blah. And at a certain point, like we're in a bad place, and she didn't trust me. And at this point, I wasn't doing anything, um, you know, um, because like I was taking long to get back with her, like officially. So like because I didn't trust her, and I didn't know if I could bring myself to trust her again and like go back with her, and like and I was worried that she's gonna break up with me again for no reason and just leave out of nowhere, because she did that and she just left like I was nothing. So yeah, so I was getting with people during the time when we were like in a way exclusive in a way, like we're just like figuring out things without a title. And then we started getting a title, then we got a title, blah blah blah, and she just didn't trust me. We were just fighting for no. Sometimes we were fighting for no reason, and towards the end, before like our final breakup, I was having a few bad months in work. We lost some accounts. My grandfather was really sick. Um, I was having stress about work, about not being good enough. Um, and then I had her on top of that, stressing me out during work, busting my balls during work, fighting with me. And I wasn't even going out at this point, and I wasn't even enjoying myself, like hanging out with my friends or anything. I was just doing nothing, and like we're just fighting. And I thought in my head, I was like, I just can't make this girl happy. I take her to nice restaurants, the nicest restaurants you would go to, Michelin star restaurants, and I buy her gifts. I spend all my time with her. I'm always texting her, always on the phone with her, watching shows at night. Even when we're not together, we used to watch shows while we are FaceTiming, and we hit play at the same time. So I don't know. I just thought I couldn't do anything to make her happy. So I thought maybe breaking up, like pushing out, like breaking us up, made me realize to her, like, relax, calm down, like let me regroup, because I just couldn't even think. Like I was like had a headache 24/7. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses, but like being honest, and like I'm not saying I was perfect, but still, like, holy shit, I wasn't busting her chops and giving her more stress than she had. And I had 10 times, 100 times more stress than her at this time. And and the thing is that what really pissed me off is like during this time, like I um I, I wanted to do like a little trip, and um and I wanted to do a trip with her, and then like a friend's trip, with like some of my guys. But my dad was the boss, and I had to go away a little bit to help my grandfather that was like sick, and like he was traveling back and forth from his house from us, and he needed help on the plane and stuff like that. So like my dad was only said like I can only do one, that's fine, and he's a boss, blah blah blah. Like he needed me for work and stuff like that, and like obviously, like I said, like during this time we weren't having good months, so like it is what it is. And and she knew that, and I really wanted to do the guys trip, but I was going to sacrifice. And she just booked a trip with her friends without telling me or anything. And to be honest, I'm not saying like if she told me, I would be like, yeah, go have fun. But the thing is, she didn't tell me. She just did it, and without even talking to me before, and like even like talking about like our trip, that like I was telling her we should figure it out, blah blah blah, because like I gotta figure out what dates we can go and blah blah blah. Like how about like those were like the only dates or around that time, because she was taking off like her little work that she was doing at the time. So like how about if she couldn't take off, like if I could only go around that time she's taken off. How about when she comes back? I can only go when she comes back, and then she can't take more time off. So that's what in my head, and I got really pissed off about that. And we broke up, blah, 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 and I was just pissed off about the whole situation. And I started like chatting other girls, just chatting, and she got pissed about that. And now we're really broken up. But now, literally, like, we really didn't end officially like too long ago, and like literally like maybe a couple or a few months, like 3 or maybe even 4 months, maybe less than 4 months, to be honest. She's already in her other relationship. So that's what really hurts. She's already in another relationship, being with someone else. Like, I get it. You're going to meet other people, maybe go on dates, blah, blah, blah. Commit to another person already after like 5 years of being with me. Like, to me, it just shows that was nothing to her. And it hurts, and that I was in a really, that's kind of like why I'm kind of here right now. Like, that didn't help all of my depression. Like, this year was not a good year for me. Maybe I'll discuss the other tape about the whole year, but yeah, that this added on top of it, and and it's hard. It hurts. I'm better with it. I think I'm just accepting it, and I think I'm just moving forward, because I think I need to get to where I want to be, my goal and stuff like that. And I know where I'm going. I don't want to sound mean or anything. I know, like, she would have had a better life with me. And I'm not saying that's not all about that, like the stuff you get in life, but I just know that I'm I am gonna make sure I have a better life. And I don't want to sound mean on that, but I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm so hurting about it, and to be honest, I took her off. First, like, I still had her on social media, blah blah blah, and what sucks too? Oh man, like at this time, like, I was trying to reach out still, blah blah blah, and she wasn't, answering me, blah blah blah, at all. She was losing her snap streak, and I was like, and in my head, I'm like, I know her. She wouldn't do that unless she's getting attention from someone else. I'm like, holy shit, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like, already? Like, I'm that easy to replace in my head? Like, so, um, um, yeah, so the thing is, like, I took her off Snapchat because she still had her Snap location on. So, like, when you're on Snap, it shows you where you are if you have it on at that time. So, like, and obviously, when I saw it, sometimes she was at random places that I've been with her 5 years. I know where she hangs out. I know where her friends are, kind of, So, like, she's at random places, and I'm like, all right, like, I get it, whatever, like, you know. But then the thing is, like, I took her off on Snap because she literally had to go to another country for like a wedding. She came back literally that same day. She was at a random motherfucking place, and I don't know, and most likely it was, I guess, her boyfriend's now. Um, so I just took her off because I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, really? Like, you literally." In my head, I'm like, I can't even think about being with someone else right now. So, and then I just took her off Instagram today on her birthday. I guess her birthday just passed because she reposted her boyfriend, and she said I love you to it. Score. Funny, she said score, but um, I just took her off. I just can't see it because I gotta just keep going. The past is not my concern anymore, and that's it. She's just. I don't want to be rude. It sounds rude, but I gotta just pretend she's dead to me. Like, she doesn't exist anymore. Like, that's it. Like, I'm closing the book, and that's it. I'm going, and that's it. I'm not reopening it. Like, I'm shoving that book so far in the back of my mind that it's like I'm gonna forget about it, and I can do that. I do that. I'm like, she knows, like, I can do that. But I did write her a letter for her birthday because for some reason I realized before I found out she had a boyfriend, all that shit, she blocked me for no reason on text. Blocked me, really. Like, all right. But I sent her a letter in the mail. I did record it on another tape. I might put it at the end of this tape when I post it on YouTube, but maybe I will. I don't know. It was an okay tape. It was hard to read my handwriting, to be honest, a little bit. And, I was like, it was very late at night, so, but I think it was pretty good, I guess. I was just saying, I guess thank you, and I get a goodbye, pretty much. But that's what it is, she was a great girl, great person, and she helped me a lot. She saved me in college. She made me want to be a better person. She helped me. I was in a dark place, a dark path. I was getting in fights, drinking bad, heavy, finishing like just in a bad state, and she helped me a lot get out of that. She brought me a lot of great memories, and it sucks she's in the past because I really thought she's the one for me. But I think I'm just meant to be alone, a lone wolf. So the lone wolf, the lone wolf is what it is. I think I'm not meant for love. I think I can't. Yeah, I don't think I'm meant for love. I don't love myself, so I don't think I'm meant for love. But that's what it is. I hope she had a great day. I hope she had a good day. Sucks. I don't know. I wonder how her day went. Hope she had a good one. I wonder if she got my letter. I bet she threw it out. Or she's making fun of me about it. But it is what it is. I know where I have to go and have to do. And that's it. Might be a lonely path, but it's what it is. I have my family that's the best family ever, and the best people ever, and the most amazing people I ever met in my life. So at least I have them, and I have good friends right now. Even though sometimes I don't really believe in friends, but right now I have good friends, and and I'm gonna help, and I'm gonna help them as much as I can, and see where it takes me. I'm gonna rise up for sure. I hope you guys have a good day, have a good night, and stay healthy. And just remember, if you need to talk to someone, reach out. Don't keep the thoughts in your head. Just reach out, vent out. You don't have to be judged. It's okay to feel hurt sometimes. It's okay to feel happy sometimes. It's okay to express your feelings and not be scared. Trust me, I suck at doing it, and I still do. And this is why I don't want to seem like I'm feeling sorry for myself. So maybe this is why I created that. I don't know, but it's what it is. I guess. Happy birthday, X. If you ever hear this, I hope you had a good one, and I hope you have many more healthy, happy birthdays. I will always love you, and thank you for everything. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for tuning in to You're Not Alone. So, it's October 11th, the day before my ex's birthday. I kind of wrote her something. I was going to mail it to her. If I add this to my tape, it'll be at the end. I don't have the neatest handwriting, so it might be hard for me to read, so it might be a little bit choppy, but here goes. First off, happy birthday. This letter is for this birthday and the rest I'm going to miss. I hope you have wonderful, amazing, healthy, happy years. My dearest Grace, where to start after these years? There's so many words I would like to say, but they're just all coming to me at once. To be honest, I'm not sure if you're going to get this, or receive this, or open it, or read it. I don't want you to worry, because this is not a letter to try to get you back, because I know that it's over between us. I just want you to know I am not bitter anymore. I know these words are going to be my last to you, and I really want you to know that I'm sorry for not being enough and unable to make you happy. I know we both did things to each other from the start to the end, but as the man, it was my responsibility to make sure everything stays intact, so I let us both down. I felt what we had was real, but I know now that I loved you a lot more, and I realized that I was the guy to help you get over your ex and the bridge for you to find love. You can say what you want, but no one moves on that fast to another relationship after years being with someone else. But I'm not mad. I'm happy that you found what you were looking for. However, sad that I couldn't make you happy. It's a bittersweet feeling of seeing you happy, laughing, even emotions I don't see. But I am happy you found love, like I did all those years ago in a college dining hall. I guess you needed to find someone more normal and simple. However, I do feel sorry that we really didn't give each other a real chance. We let a lot of outside factor affect us for no reason. At the start of everything, I didn't want to find love. When I found you, I thought I wasn't worthy of anyone's love. However, I met you and my whole life changed for the better. I can say we both seem scared of love slash trusting, especially me. So that led us hurting each other and starting unnecessary issues before we dated. But you did take longer to stop all the nonsense. Once we started dating, I was so happy. I felt that I found that fantasy, true love that was only in movies. But I messed up with the lack of letting people in, my drinking slash anger, and my insecurities. I am sorry that I made you deal with that. I'm really, I really felt I was getting better and was showing you a change, but after I left college, you just left me out of nowhere when I thought we were in a good place. You ghosted me, treated me like I was nothing, said lies to me about, said lies to people about me, so that caused a piece of me to die, and I never recovered from it. Then you came back like nothing happened, and I didn't know if I could trust you again, and led, and that led, and that led to me acting recklessly and doing bad stuff. Then we started dating officially again, but we both didn't trust each other and didn't let the past go, so that made us fight all the time for no reason. I felt that we turned something so precious to us and let it burn. Then you got into another relationship so fast and treated me like I never existed slash mattered to you, like you forgot about me. However, at the end of the day, it's all my fault. I just want you to wish you good luck to your life and future, and I can't wait for you to become a nurse because you're going to be the best one ever. I wanted to say thank you for everything you have done for me, all the happy memories you gave me. I would never forget the time we had together, and I will cherish it. I always just wanted you to be happy. So if I happen to see you somewhere in the future in our new lives, I would just smile at you and remember all the great times loving each other, all the great times loving one another. Sorry and thank you. You know, I don't like saying goodbyes because saying goodbye means forever, and forever means forgetting. Goodbye, love, Jared. I don't know. It made me sound stupid. I don't know.